Presentation of the concept development of Airport Ternopil Integrated Property Complex. The concept of Integrated Property Complex Development, Airport Ternopil, was created by the Project Institute Pivden di Avia Prom on request of Ternopil Regional Municipal Enterprise Firm Ternopil Avia Autotrans. The reason of the concept's creation for Airport Ternopil development is the National Transport Strategy of Ukraine for the period up to 2030, approved by the Order of Cabinet of Ministers of Ukraine. This concept provides for the construction of the existing part of the runway and its extension near the city of Ternopil with a total runway length up to 2,500 meters and width of 45 meters. Platform 2 will allow for the arrangement of 4 aircrafts for the servicing of a customs terminal, 6 aircraft parking spaces, 4 passenger transportation services, as well as the location of 3 helicopter platforms and small aircraft parking spaces. Installations of a light signal aerodrome system with high-intensity lights and an aerodrome with instrument approach will allow for an airplane's precision landing. The implementation of the above-mentioned project will ensure the proper technical condition of the aerodrome and a qualitatively new level of air connection with the ability to take Class D airplanes weighing 120 tons, which in turn will increase the direction of connection. It will also provide the possibility of the Airport Ternopil to accept aircrafts round the clock in any weather. The construction of a customs terminal with warehouses for temporary storage, warehouses for companies, office premise for trade, and an exhibition complex is planned on 13.5 hectares. The total area of capital construction is 49,756 meters at low cost. The structures of the logistics center include a cargo customs terminal, including administrative body, housing for imports, housing for exports, warehouse for food storage, warehouse for non-food product storage, warehouse for household chemicals goods storage, covered parking, offices for companies, and a trade and exhibition hotel complex aviator for entertaining. Taking into account the close location of the projected customs terminal of the railroad at a distance of up to 800 meters, it is planned to design a railway terminal for the acceptance and dispatch of cargo. The implementation of the above indicated project will enable the enterprise to open the largest customs terminal and logistics center in Western Ukraine with a throughput capacity of 300 to 400 tons per day. Overhaul of the terminal building of Airport Ternopil. Within the framework of this concept, the capital repair of the airport terminal building is planned, which includes reconstruction of the front of the terminal, replacement of windows and door blocks, installation of the front, reconstruction of the tent roof of the air terminal with the subsequent location of the solar electric system on the roof, and reconstruction of the interior accommodations of the airport terminal. The purpose of the conceptual proposals for major repairs of the terminal building of Airport Ternopil is stable development of the Airport Ternopil, the airport's categorical increase of passenger traffic and traffic flow. The realization of this project will create the possibility to provide a high-quality process for servicing passengers and luggage and will increase the passenger traffic from 50 to 250 passengers per hour and shipment of cargo from 500 kilograms up to 3 tons per hour. It will also ensure the development and stability of the airport. The installation of a solar power plant at the Airport Ternopil. The purpose of conceptual proposal for the installation of a photovoltaic solar station at the airport is the optimal use of the airport's land and energy independence of the enterprise. It is proposed to install the power plant in 2 stages. Stage 1, on the land of an airport with an area of 6.5 hectares with an installed capacity of 3.29 megawatts per hour. Stage 2, on the roof of the air terminal with an output capacity of 110 kilowatts per hour. The installation of a photovoltaic station at the airport will provide additional profit to the enterprise by selling electricity and creating additional workplaces. Construction of hangars for aircraft's technical service maintenance at the airport. In the concept of airport development, it is proposed to accommodate 4 hangars measuring 60 by 80 meters for aircraft's technical service. Arrangement of the parking spaces will include 3 units. The implementation of the land hangars arrangement will meet the international standards and ensure the constant provision and maintenance of aircrafts of various interested airlines, which will provide additional revenue and appeal for the airport. Cultivation of the fuel briquetted raw material, power willow. For optimal use of the airport's lands, it is proposed that in the sanitary zones of solar panels as well as fuel and lubricant, there will be a process for power willow removal on approximately 6.5 hectares in relation to the production of the fuel and briquetted raw materials. Construction of the drift slalom trail. The concept of airport development is proposed in an uncontrolled zone of this property complex, setting up the drift slalom line that complies with European norms. This will be for conducting national and international drift slalom competitions. The project provides a highway with a length of 1,200 meters and drift platform with an area of 9,700 square meters with spectator stands. This route will be only one of its kind in the western and central part of Ukraine. Construction of a new checkpoint at the airport Ternopil. With the help of the airport's concept development, it is planned to bring the checkpoint of integrated property complex into compliance with the aviation safety standards. There will be a separate provision for the placement of terminals for fueling electric vehicles and servicing vehicles. In case of this project's implementation, the airport Ternopil will be the only enterprise in the west of Ukraine to host terminals for electric vehicles and their technical maintenance. Reconstruction of fuel and lubricants composition. The restoration and operation of fuel and lubricants composition, or FLC, for the needs of the airport in the amount of 6.8 thousand cubic meters is also planned. Separate access to the FLC is shown in the scheme of the General Airport's plan. The implementation of this project will provide the provision of services for aircraft refueling at the aerodrome. The new passenger terminal construction. Following the implementation of the above-mentioned projects, the concept provides the construction of new passenger terminal with a platform for 6 aircraft parking. There is also a parking lot for motor transport and the construction of a new fire department of the airport. Conclusions. The created concept of the integrated property complex at the airport Ternopil development fully satisfies the approved national transport strategy up to 2030. The implementation of the above indicated conceptual proposals will ensure an increase of the air traffic volumes, which will increase the incomes of the enterprises and organizations involved in the process of passenger servicing, the creation of new jobs, and additional revenues to the state and local budgets. It will also bring the airport's infrastructure into line with international requirements while providing level of flight safety in accordance with ICAO requirements. The improvements in the characteristics of the aerodrome and its operational minimum will allow for aircraft with a takeoff weight of 120 tons without restrictions around the clock in any weather conditions. It will also ensure the expansion of airport activities development of new technologies, and expanded opportunities to attract financial investments to promote business and tourism development in the Ternopil region.